And good afternoon to all of you folks who like some randomness in your life. We are here on Randomania for another matchup of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Tournament. We are in the Swiss Flags, and today this brings ichbinmiah, we just affectionately know him as Maya, against dem0nfr0g. So first match for dem0nfr0g, and obviously first match of the tournament for Maya. Shai, you've seen Maya in action. Any thoughts going into this one?
I'm looking forward to this one. To this matchup. Mia has been an old contender from last year. So
And this is your first time on commentary for the tournament, isn't it?
yeah, I did. The first
So get
time
that
with
hype
you.
in.
Yeah.
We have our runners readied up, so we should see them off to the races shortly. We have a black mage as the forced party member today. Other than that, it's their choice. It looks like we're seeing a fighter on both sides and a difference of a red mage versus a thief. Any thoughts on that, Shai?
Yeah, I think that's probably because the thief has a way better chance of running and less ambushes if he is in the first party slot. So
Demon's gonna have no shortage of magic, but sometimes the seed will just hand you the equipment for that thief. We saw it last night where there was a real lack of weapons for a knight, but that katana was just sitting there taunting them for the whole seed.
yeah. Let's see. Ooh, harm 3 and etch it.
Just don't get defeated by the exit boss.
Quad X, that's pretty nice to have.
Yeah, that's gonna be very effective with the black mage. Even the thief, I think, will be rewarded for that, because assuming the tail and class change, which is fairly likely under these flags, the ninja is going to be able to learn that Quad X. You don't need that many casts.
Yeah, that's true. But it can be handy on, it can save you from one more turn of defeating our fiend boss, so.
On the armor side, we have silver bracelets for sale. Very handy to have that. Can't afford many cabins, but you could grab one or two. And I didn't see what we had for weapons.
No, not sure neither. But cheap healing pots though. Oh, it's small dagger and iron hammer and silver axe in the weapon shop.
Yeah, the silver axe is going to be out of reach, obviously, but the small knife, that can easily equip a knight, a fighter, a thief, or a red mage. And they all do better with that weapon in their hand instead of just trying to slap stuff. Doesn't work very well.
Yeah.
So 10 gold to have a weapon is pretty nice, even if it's not the weapon you want. But no AoE, so those imps don't look very inviting.
No. You know, always those imps. I always try to avoid them, because they always roll up something nasty.
And we do have script shuffle on, so, as I like to say, do you want imps with nuke? Because that's how you get imps with nuke.
Yeah, or do you want to see some crack imps?
Silver Shield would give some nice defense absorb right now, so that's
Yeah.
good for the knight, the fighter. And I kind of like this strategy of going out and saving if you've got the extra cabin, because it just makes this Garland fight so much safer.
Yeah. And Quad X doing all the work.
Oh yeah, you want to explain why Quad X is so good there?
Yeah, everything between less than 300 HP, it dies. If I'm correctly.
Yep.
So, for example, they can do it if they want a few levels on the eye grind and it has less than 300 HP. They can just cast Quad X and enjoy.
So we've got King with the slab, Princess with the canoe. That means we're pretty low likelihood to see the bridge required in this seed, because that offers them an alternate path to advance.
Oh. Yeah, this can be then one of the seeds that they need to look inside dungeons for another key item, right, Triton?
Yeah, what you find early is going to have a lot to do with what's in the incentive pool. There's actually more items in the incentive pool than incentive locations that you can get items from, but they're not all going to be required. For example, commonly the ruby is not required. There's less than a 1% chance of that under these flags, for example. So early on, we're wondering about, is bridge going to be required, is the ship going to be required, and is the TNT going to be required? Don't have enough information to confirm that yet, but with the canoe being available so early, it becomes a lot less likely we'll need those other three.
Yeah. I believe it was only when you get a ship and or TNT and ship early that you need to look into dungeons. Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Well, it's a question of progress. So if we get the floater now at any point from one of the incentive locations available to us, then no longer can ship or TNT be required. If we don't see the floater, those could still be required because the robot could still have the floater, for example.
Yeah.
So Maya is the first to show off this map edit. dem0nfr0g not far behind him. We've opened up the world a little bit more. That flame shield is a nice pickup.
Yeah.
But they've edited that mountain range so that you're able to walk by it. Now, funny things in programming. This title screen we see right now from dem0nfr0g. Vanilla behavior. The code was there in the game. It's just you'd never see it because you'd have no other way to access that.
Yeah. They are pretty much in sync at the moment.
Yeah, just really neck and neck. It's been a pretty linear path so far. The canoe is going to take you to Elfland. If you felt brave, you could dip into the marsh cave, but I think with no AoE, most people are going to shy away from that.
I try to stay away from marsh cave, no matter what.
Also, nice to get these ogres. They're fairly rewarding as far as the early enemies go.
Yeah. Yeah, I would rather see ogres than gurus. I don't like them.
Funny thing is, it's actually possible to go through the entire game now with the open world and not see the opening credits. Because if you got the ship early, you don't have to cross the bridge. And if you have the ship, then you also don't need to walk over the canal location. So you might go through a seed and never see those credits now.
Yeah. Opal bracelet in the armor shop in Elfland. Lit 3, nice.
A lot of the 2 elementals, but that 3 elemental is definitely going to carry the day.
Yeah. Ooh, and life 2.
I think that's Red Mage learnable, isn't it?
It should be. I think it's the first 2 slots it was for the Red Mage.
So one of the things about bringing 3 mages in is depending on how the magic falls, it opens up the possibility of dropping one of the mages and just putting all your experience into 2 party members instead of... into 3 party members instead of 4.
Yeah. I also saw pro rings in the armor shop.
Oh, that's big. And cheap tents. That'll be quite nice.
Cheap houses as well. That's really good.
So if your Red Mage Red Wizard is able to learn that life too, it devalues the White Mage, and you might even consider dropping the White Mage and using the more durable Red Mage for the game.
Yeah.
Invis 2 at level 4, that's a great place for it to be.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, level 4 black magic is kinda bad though. Only Bane.
Yeah, our AoE black magic is actually a little bit lacking now that we've gotten through the first 3 levels. The best we've seen is Lit 3. That's not that great for the first 4 levels.
Yeah.
It also means we're not seeing the support magic like Fast and Temper.
They can still be in Provoca though, so
That's true.
anything
We
can
do
happen.
still have level 2. But we're down to a 20% chance of seeing any of those spells in the first 4 levels. And once you get to 5+, they really diminish in value.
Yeah.
So what kind of reaction would that cause if you're playing this seed and looking at it?
Yeah. To be honest, early on you want some magic, you know, to speed up everything. But I was tempted to let the BM Black Mage die now and just do the Thief, Fighter and White Mage strats on Mia's side, to be honest.
4 Peds with Quad X, that's a dream. Of course, you have to kill him first.
Yeah.
But dem0nfr0g's having better luck with that than Maya did. So next up is going to be Crescent Lake. What are we looking for here?
We are looking for one key item on the Sage. And it can be anything. It can be a bottle or rod and the floater. Because they need some kind of way to get to the other continent.
I'd say floater would be the dream here. They have 3 incentive locations they have access to right now. Circle of Sages is one, the Ice Cave is the second, and they can sail all the way up to Provoca using the canoe, so that's how they're able to get to 3 right now.
Yeah.
Now, those Peds were worth quite a healthy amount of experience, and that's very rewarding for dem0nfr0g.
Yeah. Early on it's really good to kill them, at least until like level 10 to 12.
Alright, Maya's about to give us a look at the Sages. It is the rod.
Oh god, it's a god, so there's still a chance for the floater to be in Provoca or Ice Cave.
Yeah, so there's 2 potential ways we could progress in this seed. One is to get the floater, which would let us get the airship, of course. The other is if we find TNT and ship, that would open up the world. So if you're rooting for this to be a hard time on the runners, root for TNT and ship. There's been some edits to the waterways, which is another new feature that we've seen in the randomizers, so you're able to go out to parts of the world that you couldn't before, and basically once you have canoe the entire southern continent, you can run a big circle around it.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm going for the more trolley seed. I'm hoping the ship in Ice Cave and then the TNT inside Volcano in a random chest. Let's make them suffer, Triton. You know, some treasure hunting.
So Maya, I think he leveled up to get a spell charge, because you want the AoE to be able to kill off the pirates. That's a big deal.
Oh,
And Temper at level 2. So we have some utility in the first floor levels, but that's not really a lot, and that's definitely the lesser spell to me versus Fast.
Yeah, and Fade. Level 2.
Fade is huge. That's really going to reward dem0nfr0g's choice of the Red Mage.
Yeah, and Rouge. The fire. If the fighter goes for a knight, he can learn Rouge as well. So that's pretty good, I would say.
Alright, our first look at the pirates. I talked about maybe dropping one of the mages. Now all of a sudden it looks like that black mage is not quite as valuable as he could be.
Yeah. I have to agree on that. Just
However, I will say this on dem0nfr0g's side, the black mage is by far the best runner that he has. And it's the bottle.
Oh my god. So I'm not sure what the chances are that the ship is in Ice Cave, but I think it's rather high.
Highest chance is going to be for floater, of course. I couldn't do odds on it. But our runners really about within 30 seconds of each other right now. Biggest differences are party composition and little better magic for dem0nfr0g because of the red mage choice. That level 2 fade is a lot of charges between two mages.
Oh, giants with squint.
Maya's taken the Peninsula power grind. It's chance to gain some levels, some money, and be a little more durable before going to the ice cave, which I think is pretty much automatic play for our runners now.
Yeah, it's a really good decision.
I'm not entirely sure dem0nfr0g will go to Peninsula power since he got that peed fight.
Yeah. But what players can also do is just take some encounters in the rivers, you know, because they have fade and the houses are really cheap.
So hope everybody's having a nice, enjoyable afternoon. Hey chat, how about you place your guesses now? What do you think is going to be in the ice cave? Now, odds are it will be the floater, but we do have other options. Particularly, we could see ship, TNT, or Ruby.
I'm hoping for the TNT/ship.
I mean, if you really want to root for the troll, Ruby would be the ultimate one.
Yeah, true. That's, then they have to... Yeah.
Alright, so Maya getting a couple levels, but you can see the difference in those 4 peeds. He's still not caught up to dem0nfr0g in levels.
Yeah. Or for most trolliness, you know, crown-locked TNT Triton.
That'd be something. So once we see one additional item in the incentive pool that's not the floater, then we start to be able to tell that there's going to be too many items, and we start have to really checking the random chests all over the world.
Yeah, and that's a lot of chests. A bit spread out as well.
So there is still a chance of a required marsh cave. I'm saying there's a chance.
Yeah, or crown-locked March Cave, even.
Oh, now you're just being evil. Hydra's firing off. Trance, little annoying, but Quadex makes quick work of them.
Yeah, a little trance party at dem0nfr0g's side.
Hey, I'm not rooting for any of the evil things. I'm just saying there's possibilities out there. That's part of my shtick. I talk about what the options are. We're also still on the lookout for the vendor item, by the way. That could have been in one of the first 3 towns, but we've not seen... or 4 towns.
Yeah. Don't pull on me, because 2 days ago I forgot that one certain item was selling in the item shop, so... You know what happened, Triton.
We saw last night, actually twice yesterday, that the floater was the vendor item in Provoca, and that really changes your strategy up a little bit.
Oh. Yeah, then you gotta make a decision to grind some money and buy it.
So chat rooting for an unrunnable war mech. It is worth taking the time to mention that our unrunnable formations have changed. They have been randomized as well. There's going to be the same number of them, but aside from bosses and one random encounter, it can be anything else. So something that you used to not be able to run from, you might not be able to. Something you could run from before, like war mech, might not be runnable anymore.
Yeah, so for example, if you get the wizard encounter inside Ice Cave, you can basically run from it. Oh, but it's not. It's still unrunnable.
Not today, but the magic is very friendly for this. Fate is going to make short work of them, and Lit 3 is the best elemental spell you could have to use against them, so well set up for that. We had level 1 exit. We didn't see warp, did we?
Nope.
Okay. That makes this ice cave a little bit longer, but you can still cut about a third off of it thanks to exit.
Yeah, and it depends what's inside this. Ooh, frost. Ooh. You
Really
don't want to
unpleasant
see
when
that.
you've got... Yeah, when you've got 5 of them to cast that on you, it's gonna hurt. Harm 3 gets the job done, though.
Yeah, it was a close one though.
Oh yeah, I think if the mages had gone down, that would have been a reset. I mean, would basically have to be.
Yeah. Frost walls with magic too? Interesting.
Alright, so do you check all 3 treasure chests in this room, or are you just moving on and working your way through the rest of the ice cave?
I would check them all, to be honest. Because you can never know if the TNT is close by, you know, because you haven't seen the incentivized chest yet.
So this one on the right is a guarded chest. There'll be an encounter before it, like this. The 3 mages. They're playing nice today, though.
Yeah, and there's nothing worse than double dipping ice cave, you know?
Well, Maya might have just gotten himself into that because he thought he had warp and he didn't.
Maya, what are you doing? Not like this.
Those undead, really unpleasant. I don't blame dem0nfr0g for making the quick decision to get out of that and then see if he can get better luck the next time.
Yeah.
If he can't get the initiative, then it does not take long to get back there. Because he doesn't need to check the other 2 chests again. He's just going to walk into the first hole in the room.
Yeah, that's true.
But now Maya is a little further along in this ice cave. And
I'm not sure if he... Did he saw frost on them yet?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Both of them are pretty tied up right now.
Maya opts not to check the Frost Wolf room over there. He's rewarded with that decision with more unrunnable rates.
Yeah. And Demon resetted one time inside Ice Cave for you.
Yeah, so Demon has levels a little bit more than Maya right now. He also has a knowledge advantage because he saw those 2 treasure chests that Maya did not.
Oh, and he's getting frosted again.
These wraiths are not playing nice today. They're taking up the mage's slack.
Mia checking this floor though.
Well, he just checked that one, which just doesn't take extra steps. Otherwise, he's just taking ones that are really convenient. Now, here's what stinks, is he doesn't have a good weapon to fight the eye with.
Oh god, it's a crown. We might see a crown locked ship / TNT.
And which broadcast partner of mine called for that?
I did nothing, sorry Mia. Sorry dem0nfr0g.
But Maya is the first one to get out of that. You can get back to Estos with the canoe, so that's definitely on the table. But now, our progression really, you start to ask questions, because something has to be in one of the locked treasure chests.
Yeah.
There's no more incentive locations that we have access to. It could still be the floater. It could still be TNT and ship somehow.
Yeah, I believe there has to be the ship, and the TNT can be anywhere from now on. If they don't find the floater, so they neither need to filter ice or volcano or even March cave.
But what if, just what if, one of those two items is back here in the ice cave and Maya walked away without checking them?
Yep.
This has the potential to be huge for dem0nfr0g.
That's true.
Maya's got to go the long way back to Astos from here. Also, he made the decision not to check Volcano. That would have been one of the other plays.
Ship.
There's the ship!
Oh.
If the TNT is here, that's game-changing. Even the ship is going to be big.
Yeah. That's what I was afraid of would happen. Tell us, where does the ship spawn, Triton? Because he found it in the ice cave now, dem0nfr0g?
It will be the nearest inner sea dock to where you picked it up. From the ice cave, that's Provoca.
Ah, so he has to walk all around to Provoca again.
And it was a pro ring in this other chest that Maya didn't check on this floor, so that even is a great utility item.
Yeah, but
with the ship, even if Flutter is in one of the locked chests, dem0nfr0g is going to have a lot easier time traveling the world with the ship than Maya is walking it.
Yeah.
So he's losing time right now, but he'll have a chance to make some of it up. Plus, it could be the ship is required, and how long does it take Maya to go back to the ice cave? Because in his place, I'm thinking I'm going to check a dungeon I haven't been to before I go back to one I already was, so he could full clear Volcano looking for the ship.
Yeah. The only reason I see this going is if the TNT is crown locked, Triton.
It's the big question mark between TNT and Floater. What will we find?
Yeah.
So think about the walk that Maya has to make here. He had to walk from the ice cave back over to Astos. He's got to walk from Astos up to Matoya. Walk from Matoya back down to Elfland.
Yep.
Oh, and he can't go from Astos to Matoya the short way because we don't have the bridge. He's got to walk back through Provoca to get there.
Yep. Oh, he's going March Cave. It looks like he's going to March Cave.
Well, when you start counting items and figure there's got to be something in a non-incentive location, this place starts to make a lot more sense while you're here.
Yeah. Oh god. Welcome to Ambush Cave.
Little higher levels,
unwinnable.
it's not as scary.
I still hate it. It's a time waste.
You're entitled to hate it. Everybody who runs this game is entitled to hate it.
Chat, where do you think the floater is? Give us some ideas.
Your possibilities are it can be in Marsh Cave, Volcano, one of the Crown Lock chests, or the robot could have it.
Or the use?
It could also still be the merchant item in Oasis or Onrak.
Gaia.
You could not get to Gaia without the airship, so that one's off the table.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry, my bad.
It is... Somebody said Ordeal. Minochi said Ordeal. That is also a possibility. If we get the TNT. So good for dem0nfr0g. He knew where the ship was going to be. That's something you might not realize until you have to think about it the first time.
Yeah. Oh, TNT! Inside March Cave. Wow.
Well, that's good news, bad news for Maya.
Yeah. Well, how long? Not sure yet, Mono. Depends when he goes back to Ice Cave.
Yeah, I think the good thing it does for him is tells him this is a ship seed. So
Yeah.
maybe that directs him to Volcano first and then Ice Cave after that. That kind of feels like his best case scenario to me.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, he goes do the crown first, all of the chain, and then go ice last, you know?
Yeah, so big question. Big questions ahead. The other thing is dem0nfr0g is likely to check all of the free locations for this TNT before he goes to Marsh Cave. But then it becomes a question of does he go to the volcano first?
Yep.
Shy, I need just a minute here, so if you'll cover for me and then let me know if anything big happens.
Yeah, I will. Opal bracelet, nice. For Mia, inside Marsh Cave. So we know where the TNT is and the ship is now, so let's hope dem0nfr0g goes March soon and Mia goes back to Ice Cave soonish. Oh, some nice chunk of money inside Matoya. dem0nfr0g is getting the herb. Yep. So he should be set now with his gold for a bit. Let's see what's inside the wizard chest soonish. And dem0nfr0g is about to deliver the herb to the Elfland Prince to wake him up and get the key. Mia is finding a ruby. Some money, a cabin. Oh, for a chest.
So
Yeah.
nothing big from the crown lock yet?
No, it's just some money, a cabin. And Mia found the ruby as well, together with the opal bracelet, Triton. So,
Bunch of gold is useful though, because you can buy these pro rings and then gold bracelets are also going to be for sale somewhere, so...
yeah. And he
Nice
can
little
even
war
bu-
chest.
And dem0nfr0g can even buy a silver chest for the fighters, so... it's better than the chain.
This one is just so interesting for the differences in the routing.
Yeah, it is.
For as narrow as our window is at this moment, it can only be in one of a handful of places, but our runners are taking entirely different paths to get there.
Yeah. Yeah, the magic is kinda bad on the black mage side for you.
Yes, dem0nfr0g might keep that black mage down. Like I said, the one bad thing about losing the black mage, though, by far he's the best at running away from that group. So losing that potential could hurt.
True. But
And I
in
guess-
Mia's case, he has the thief, so...
Yeah, much better at getting you out of a bad situation. But now we're about to see what Maya's routing is going to be. Does he stop at Volcano along the way? And does he stop at Ice Cave along the way? Or does he just go straight for Matoya to continue the Mystic Key quest?
I saw it in Esther's Castle. That's a good find, early on.
Boy, we had 2 runners last night, had to go to Chaos with just that Ice Sword. It doesn't feel great, but sometimes it's what you gotta do.
With the ice shot, really.
Oh yeah, they did have Power Gauntlet though, so that helped.
Ah. Do it with a silver sword. And you are the puck champ.
Oh gosh. Question in chat, has dem0nfr0g played a lot of Final Fantasy Randomizer? He's not raced any before. He's participated in it a little bit. He actually did commentary with me last night. There's fast at level 6. Not great, but...
Yeah, and
Better than
don't
at
forget Brack, it's so awesome.
You know, as awesome as Brack is, I think when it's a contest of fast, when you get to Temple of Fiends Revisited, you're going to want fast instead.
Yeah, but on the second turn you can always try to Brack Kraken 2 and just enjoy, you know, one-shot him.
Fuchsia's saying that fast is black magic exclusive. That could be based on the slot that it's in.
Yeah.
Okay, Maya, what's it gonna be? He's going
Maya's-
Volcano.
Yep, he's going Volcano. Oh god.
Alright. So this is... it's actually the most likely place for TNT to be. There's more treasure chests here than anywhere else that we have access to.
Oh,
But that doesn't mean it's gonna be easy to get.
unwinnable for Maya.
Well, while Maya does this searching, why don't I go ahead and do a full rundown here? So far, what we've seen is that the king had the slab, the princess had the canoe, the pirates handed over the bottle, the ice cave had incentivized crown, it also had the ship. We got over to the Circle of Sages to find the rod, and then the other big thing we found was TNT was in Marsh Cave, as it now looks like we are in a ship-required seed.
Yep. The ship required seeds. I personally don't like them.
Yeah. I think at this point, it's pretty likely that the floater is either the vendor item or robot item. We've got 3 locations that if you put all the pieces together, they have access to. Actually 4. This is why you shouldn't even count while live on Twitch. Math always betrays you. If you put all the pieces together with that TNT in the ship, they can sail the ship to Castle Ordeals. They can sail to Onrak, which gives them access to the vendor, the waterfall, and the oasis. It's a long walk, but you can get to the oasis, and there is a chance of having floater for sale.
Yeah.
And that's a question of how long does it take one of these two to get the complete puzzle put together. Maya's got to get back into the Earth Cave to get the TNT. dem0nfr0g has got to get to the Marsh Cave to get the TNT. Yeah. Maya needs the ship.
Salty Pride just made a thing inside chat. They have the rubies, so they can get to Sardia as well.
That's an excellent point, and again, math betrays me while live on Twitch.
Oh. So what if they need the TNT to get the floater? You know, they do all the other stuff for nothing, and then Sardia has the floater.
You cannot get to him without the TNT and ship. You either have to have the airship or...
Yeah, but I mean, if they find the TNT now, then it's possible.
A big find for Maya. He gets the power gauntlet.
Oh. Pro ring. Another pro ring for him.
That is the nice thing about the way this seed is treating the runners, though, is they're going to get more treasure. That power gauntlet would have been hard to come by, most likely, otherwise.
Yeah. Bless you.
And a dragon sword is going to be nice for a thief.
Light axe. But he resets out.
I would have rather exited out and kept the light axe, but okay,
Yeah.
moving on as quick as he can. I guess his next stop is going to be Dwarf Cave, and then after that, the closest place in the world is going to be the Marsh Cave. Or did he already do Dwarf?
I think I missed it. I didn't saw him going to the dwarf yet, so must have missed it.
Chat's saying he did do Dwarf, so yeah,
okay.
based on where he is in the world, Marsh Cave makes the most sense.
Silver bracelet. I guess.
Gears starting to come together, but still no ribbons.
Yeah. No, he's going March Cave dem0nfr0g, so.
Alright, he'll be real well rewarded for that with the TNT.
Zeus Gauntlet for Mia.
Great utility item, unlimited casts of Lightning 2.
And some more money for Mia is always welcome.
Yeah, this is about the limit though of money. You're really not going to spend much more than this. Most of the time.
Receptive gold bracelets are maxed price.
That's true, but I'm also factoring in the gold you're going to get from encounters. Plus there'll be a gold bracelet for sale.
Ooh, a pro cape
Treasure chest.
for Mia. Pro cape is a shield for the mages.
Do you remember what part of Marsh Cave the TNT was actually in?
In the bottom one, by the wizards. No, it's also on top floor on the where dem0nfr0g is going now, I believe.
Okay, if it's up here, he's going to be able to get through here really fast.
Yeah. But if he doesn't go to the bottom, he is not finding opal bracelet.
Sometimes you have to pay a price for going fast.
Yep.
Maya, meanwhile, is starting to get some pretty good levels out of the progress through Volcano.
Chat is correcting me, Ruby also was in the basement of March.
We gotta look at Agamos.
Opal armor.
You'll hold
That's a
on to
good
that.
find.
It's, yeah, without that dragon armor, it's a good find.
Yep.
And with how fast we go through these seeds, you certainly can't take for granted.
dem0nfr0g is finding the TNT.
So, for contrast, this is 14 minutes after Maya found it. And how much longer does it take Maya to find the ship?
Yep. That's the question. But I believe... Oh no, he can choose 2 routes now.
Maya
He's going back.
He might go back to Crescent Lake to resupply.
Oh.
And use... For Demon Frog, I think the world should now open up. He can turn in that TNT, and he can start to go places. I don't think he... Did he get carry? I don't think he...
No, he casted Etched.
Yeah, he went to check the last chest.
Yeah.
I think he's just worried about finding either floater or TNT or ship right now. He's got the TNT. I keep getting that backwards in my head. So he full cleared for treasure, but not for carry. That would have been a little bit iffy, but with Quad X, I think he could have done it.
Yeah, that's true. And he has fate. Oh no, he was out of fate charges as well. His magic was really low, Triton. That's why he probably... Ice Cave.
Big question is, does he go back to Ice Cave while it's on the way? I think it makes perfect sense for him to do that. Seeing that he went to Volcano makes me think he will.
Yeah, I'm hoping so for Mia. Mia, go Ice Cave.
So again, it was a 14-minute gap between when Maya got the TNT and when Frog got the TNT. We're already looking at a longer gap than that from when Frog got the ship versus Maya getting it. Frog got it at 24 minutes, so we're already at 20 minutes without it.
Yeah, and dem0nfr0g just translated the slab.
Nice price on the gold bracelets.
Oh.
Very wallet friendly, budget friendly.
They sure have enough money now.
Now, theoretically, it is still possible for this to be a ruby-required seed if Sarda is holding the floater, but you've got 3 other locations to go to before we worry about that. Here is Maya going to the Ice Cave, so he will soon have his ship. Ice 3 at level 5, so is Warp, so is Fire 3, a little bit crowded.
Oh. At least they can use some warp charges, so... And Cure 4, and Fog 2. Level 5. It's all class change blocked. Cure 4 and Fog 2.
Yeah, we're looking at I think we're now looking at a situation where Tail is one of the incentive items. So, class change should definitely happen.
Yeah, well, Cleo, it's our floater hunt. It was a ship TNT required seed. TNT inside March Cave and ship inside Ice Cave. At the Frost Gurus.
This is one Maya's likely to be a little bit salty about because he walked right by it. He was just go-moding the Ice Cave, he took the easy chests, he could have walked right down there, but he didn't. And he got raced for his trouble, too.
Or maybe it could be that he was afraid of the ghost, you know, with the magic.
Well, that's what he got for skipping the room. If he had taken the fight on that floor, it would have been a different one.
Yep.
But he's a little more durable now, so these are less threatening. And dem0nfr0g enters Castle Ordeals at 47 minutes.
Mia's not too far behind, to be honest.
No, this is still very much in reach. If you're just tracking it by how long it took to get the last progression, dem0nfr0g got it at 42 minutes, so this puts Maya in the 5 to 8 minute range.
Yeah.
But I think Maya now has more levels than dem0nfr0g does, so that part's to his advantage.
Yeah, but dem0nfr0g will soon gain some more levels because he is denning the Black Mage.
Yeah, this will start to add up, plus he can check the zombie dragons and see if they're friendly, if they're rude, whatever the case may be.
Oh, and the red mage doesn't have any warp charges yet, so he has to go again.
The good news is he's getting zombies and they're not hitting hard, so...
Yeah. That's a good encounter to take, to be honest, at this level, which he is. Some decent experience.
Yeah, also with the early exit, you don't want to reset out of ordeals. If you're going to redo everything, cast exit first, keep your experience.
Yep.
Alright, Maya is back on the right floor.
Crack mummies! Wow! What?
Did he reset out of that one?
Yep,
Or
what
did
you make, Triton? You made the seed.
No, the bot made this seat.
Yeah, but you gave the command, you know?
I blame Nora.
Nora didn't do anything this time.
He was there, he was thinking it.
And yeah, the gargoyles are unrunnable. This is a fun ordeals, I would say.
And there it is. Maya picks up the ship at 49 minutes.
I wonder what his answer will be for the interview later. We gotta ask him for that.
Well, I'm sure he's got that classic Maya laugh going on right now. Why didn't I check this?
Yep.
Alright, meanwhile, dem0nfr0g is through the pillar maze and ready to check some treasure chests here at Ordeal.
I think I know what's happened to Maya because he forgot that room because he's drinking bun again. Oh, a ribbon! Defense shot!
Huge finds there. Great sword, great defense.
Yeah, Will closes the mummy head crack.
Yeah, he's looking ahead to the trap tiles, so we've still got Waterfall ahead with more mummies, we've got Mirage with more mummies. With a ribbon, they're a little less scary, though.
Yeah. Mia is finding his ship.
Also, the more you level up, and you get more magic defense, and you're less prone to it, so... Ice shield. That's okay.
Loot.
And the loot!
Nice. So, the floater at the robot, maybe? In the waterfall cave?
Very possible. It's also still possibly the merchant item.
Yeah, and don't forget the bottle vendor in the desert. Right?
Yeah, that would be vendor item, but there's two possible locations for the vendor item. It can be for sale in Onrak, or it could be for sale at the Oasis. Because yes, you can walk there with the canoe. The sanity checks only promise that you can beat the seed. They didn't say it'd be a pleasant experience.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, when Triton makes the seed, you can expect a nightmare.
I do tend to make disproportionate ruby required seeds, so...
See?
If it comes out ruby required, I'll take the blame for that one. Anything else I blame on TGE. So... dem0nfr0g, by the way, his routing has been very good. I think it's just been spot on throughout.
Yeah.
So, I maybe would have ducked into Onrak first to check the vendor item, but I can't fault him for going ahead and going to the robot, because you're going to anyways, so it doesn't really matter which order you do it in. As long as you don't walk to the Oasis before checking Onrak.
Yeah, but Onrak is a really fast check, you know? To do it right away.
Well, there we go. The fight gave him time to think about it.
Yep. I mean, you don't lose that much time anyway, like 5 to 10 seconds max.
Alright, so the big question now is we've got a 50% chance of floater in on-rack or at... no, I can't say 50% chance, it's not, but we've got the robot as a likely candidate, we've got the Oasis as a possible vendor location, and then if you want pure insanity, there's still a chance of Ruby required.
Yeah, Ruby locked floater. Let's go. I'm going for that one. Yeah, get the votes in for the floater location, chat. I'm gonna go with the Ruby locked. You, Triton?
I'm not positive on this front, but I don't think it actually can be. We've still got Cube not located, Tail not located.
Yeah, that's
and if Ruby had been an incentive item, that could have knocked the floater to Ruby required. But I think because Ruby was non-incentive that it can be.
We will see soon enough what the robot gives in a bit. Mia is going for his trip on the outer seas. Ooh, poison with nightmares. You can see some nightmares in Sky Tower as well, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Let's also take a moment to say thank you to our tracker today, Shadow Tricks, doing a great job on that, and Norestra being our restreamer. Always appreciated. Thanks, Randomania.
Yep, thanks Randomania, thanks for the tracker, thanks for the restreamer.
And thanks Shy for keeping me company this afternoon.
Ooh, ambushed by the crack mummies.
It's got a ribbon, so crack is actually going to be, generally speaking, a wasted turn. Get a fade off. No, don't run. This is one where you want to cast fade instead.
Yeah, and lit 3, a second spell.
Yeah, unfortunately that results in a reset. And sometimes you have to do those fights before you can think of these strategies. But if you cast Fade there and killed everything, you had life 2 to bring your party back. And then you exit out with the item. Instead of losing a couple minutes here by having to walk back through. But it is a quick walk at least.
Yeah, and the mummies give good experience, at least at Reptile, you know, it's always like a pack of them together.
Alright, so here goes Maya, able to sail out into the world now. And it took another 25 minutes for him to get the ship versus when Frog got it. It took 7 minutes approximately for him to be able to sail out into the world versus when dem0nfr0g was able to.
Ooh, Sahag's unrunnable. Oh.
They're just annoying, period.
Yeah, that's really bad to see.
Okay, here goes round 2 trying to get into the robot's room. 4 whiz mummies. This is a great experience fight.
Yep.
Don't you wish you had that light axe?
Oh, crack kills.
It's okay as long as you get the fade off.
Yeah, he's okay. Unless low rolls.
Looks like we're gonna be fine. Big difference, and this is a lot of 5,000 experience for that light mage. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And life 2, it's like nothing ever happened.
Oh god, we got the cube. So they just need the floater. And there are like 2 places left. Sardia with the ruby or the bottle vendor in the desert. 50-50 Oasis, so I'm going for the Sardia, for the old man. You, Triton. Come on, make your guess now.
I'm pretty sure it has to be the vendor item based on the incentive pool. There's always a chance I'm wrong. It's been known to happen, but I'm pretty sure it now has to be.
Maybe it's the tail in the oasis. Let's go. Oh, is Mia going to do the ruby? Oh.
It's bull play, Cotton.
Oh god. Mia is doing it. Oh, nope, it's Sardia. It was a ruby locked floater. Oh my god.
It wasn't in the oasis?
Nope.
See it? Wow.
Triton, what did you make?
I guess we just somehow missed it for sale. Wow.
No, I have been paying close eyes on it. It was not for sale at all.
Oh, a great point by Tyrannex too.
Yeah.
Because dem0nfr0g didn't full clear Marsh Cave, he has not found the ruby.
Yep.
And this means he's still got Volcano open as well.
And Mia, so Mia got a little bit ahead, I would say, now. So it's probably the tail in...
It can't be the vendor item, though.
No, see? There we have ruby required seed.
It was ruby required.
Ruby required. I don't know. I'll never let you make my tournament seeds, Triton. No way.
Maya might never let me make one of his again.
So tail is in the bottle town.
A demon's got to be going to Earth Cave from here.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Next.
I'm just wondering at this point if I've actually missed putting down an item, because I'm not following how the trail of this incentive logic works.
It's just one of a kind seed.
I'd have to defer to the admins, but I don't think the tail can be the merchant item. Well, no, actually I take that back. It has to be something that can appear in your inventory. So bridge is not eligible to be the merchant item, whereas floater is, even though you only buy one of them. So I guess that logic still does work, that the merchant item can be the tail.
Yeah, because dem0nfr0g already has the loot as well, you know?
That's the part where I was having trouble.
Oh, he's going inside Earth Cave. dem0nfr0g. Oh. Oh god. And he can fully clear it as well, because he has the rod.
That's why the play starts to make sense, but Maya's got the airship at 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Yep. So Maya is a bit ahead now.
Yeah, just think about it. That was a 7-minute deficit he was facing as far as being able to access the world with the ship. But because he went in the order he did, he found the ruby. And who knows how long it's going to take dem0nfr0g to do the same. Now Maya is going to go to Ordeal. Which was
Mono explained it into the chat, Triton.
Yeah, he's repeating what I just said.
Yeah.
And no, there's no spot on the tracker specifically for the airship. There's just one for the floater. But that said, make no mistake, Minochi knows this randomizer better than so. Anything he says is gonna be right.
It was a bust on the first floor. Oh, black shirt.
Good utility item. He has the Black Mage down, but it's gold bracelet level defense to equip it, and free ice 2s otherwise.
And I believe it gives immunity, right, for the Black Mage?
It does to an extent.
Yeah.
It's not a ribbon, but it's also it's definitely superior than a gold bracelet.
Yeah, and it costs ice too, which is always useful.
Now, the other interesting thing is there's a lot we haven't seen yet, like Masamune, Adamant. 2 more ribbons are out there in the world. Going the wrong way can lead to you getting better equipment.
And we haven't seen a katana, vorpal.
Question in chat, is it confirmed that tail has to be the vendor item at Gaia? If it's not confirmed, I can't think of any other scenario.
I think there always has to be like one item selling inside the item shops.
Yeah, there is no question that there is an item for sale.
Oh, another ribbon. 2nd floor on Earthcave.
That's gonna be number 2 for dem0nfr0g, and it's one Maya's never gonna see.
Oh, yeah. Maya finding his ribbon now in Ordeals.
A very welcome sight. Going to Topher without one feels horrible.
Yeah. But you can take the risk if you have like level 1 or level 2 ball. Ribbonless Triton.
Flame sword, not ideal. It's already got an ice sword, so it's actually better. It's not just different elements, the stats on ice sword are slightly better.
Mia did a fast Ordeals though. Oh, now he sees the crack.
Well, like I said before, when you've got life 2 and you've got a ribbon on the white mage, it's not that scary. More annoying than scary. So an hour in, let me go ahead and run through what we've seen again so far. Merchant item is still TBA, but we're pretty sure it's going to be the tail. The king gave us the slab, the princess gave us the canoe, the pirates had the bottle, the ice cave held the crown, Ordeals had the loot, Sage had the rod, Sarda had the floater, and Robot had the cube. But that wasn't all! There's more! The ship was in the ice cave. It was required. So was the TNT, which was in the bottom of Marsh Cave. Or actually the upper part of Marsh Cave, but in the bottom of Marsh Cave was the required ruby. And that is Maya's biggest advantage right now, is he full cleared the Marsh Cave looking for the ship when he had the TNT, whereas when dem0nfr0g went there, he only needed the TNT, so he thought, and left without the ruby.
Yep.
So if you're seeing this and thinking, hey, this looks great, I want to see more tournament, there is a 3:30 match between Falconic and Zarby89. There's also more here on Randomania, plenty more here. We've got a triple header tonight. Minochi is going to be racing I Am Schwartz at 6 o'clock. 9 o'clock has Green Cleric against Magius. And 10 o'clock has Forzando against Drumbordist. That's a hype match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good night with all the tournament matches going on Randomania.
So I just heard Minochi invite me to make his seed tonight. Isn't that what you heard?
Oh, please let us, Mono. We would gladly do it. Another ruby locked floater.
Here we go. There's the tail. 5K, well, 5,600 to get the tail in Gaia.
Well, at least Mia can rest the thief now and go ninja and learn him temper. At least he should get a few casts off before he is in Temple of Fiends with his ninja, if he promotes it.
He's still got to get over to the robot to complete everything. Cube is definitely required.
Wizard Step, 4th floor, it gave for dem0nfr0g.
And we get our first look at what the dragons are holding on to. It took an hour and 9 minutes to get here. I mean, this is the contrast of some of these seeds. I think my opponent, Papa Voice, was done with his seed right now.
Oppo shield for Mia.
You can have real sprint seeds, you can have ones that just put you through the ringer. I just don't think there was any routing that was going to lead to a quick clear of this seed. You were going to have to double back one way or the other, because there's no way you were going to assume that Ruby was required.
Yeah, this is one of those rare seeds, you know, that you need the Ruby. Mia is doing a splash change.
Like I said, not that I'm doing the math live on Twitch, I would never do that, but when I did actually sit and do the math on this, I came out with it being less than a 1% chance of Ruby required. For contrast, when we last did the tournament, the spring tournament, or actually this wasn't even the spring tournament, this was during the league, figured out that for a full clear of the game, Ruby was only going to be required about 4% of the time. So we're talking a quarter of that.
Yeah. Ooh, ice armor for dem0nfr0g.
He goes past it. It's going to be more valuable. It would have been more valuable for Maya to be able to put the elemental armor on the ninja.
Yeah.
I think he's holding onto that opal armor still, so when he class changes, that's better. The elemental resistance would have been nice, but the absorb is definitely better on the opal.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, for Maya, the ice armor would have been good for his ninja.
Alright, last island of the dragons.
Do you hate spiders, Triton?
I'm okay with them as long as they aren't in my face.
Well, today I had spiders with Nuku. And it did not end well. I can say to you that.
So the spiders were in your face, is what you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah, see, that's where we start to have problems. When they exist somewhere else in the world, like, you know, Australia, Australia can have all its crazy spiders, just leave me alone.
Don't you wanna enjoy some Nuke spiders?
Nah, I'm okay.
It's fancy.
Here goes dem0nfr0g against Lich. Hey, this is our first Fiend battle!
Yeah,
we're an hour 12 in, this is our first Fiend!
Yeah.
And it's down.
Oh my god. Well, at least he knows now that it's Ruby required, so...
Well, at the risk of doing math while live on Twitch, if it's 1%, then you'd have 1% of 1%, so it'd be 0.01.
Yeah.
Chat giving me the business over this.
We should make all the tournament sheets tonight, Triton. Have all Ruby required sheets. But the only thing I wanna add, like Fate level 7 and Nuke level 7, you know? Let them suffer with Quadix.
See, I roll this, but you're the one rooting for all the evil.
Yeah, you know, someone has to be on the good side and someone has to be on the evil side.
Yeah, but which one's which? Because I'm responsible for this nonsense.
Yeah, but...
And you're the one rooting for it.
Yeah, I'm the one.
There is no good cop here. This is an all-heel program.
Oh.
So Maya still has to start clearing fiends out at some point here.
Yeah, it seems dem0nfr0g is going towards Volcano. First in the item shop.
I couldn't blame him for going to Volcano. He hasn't been in there yet. Yep. Although he was closer to the marsh cave, so especially with exit, I would have much preferred the idea of going into marsh cave and exiting out.
Yeah, if you're gonna do marsh cave, you're better off doing it the wall of it, you know.
Because my math was wrong, Fuchsia giving us the correct number. I did say about, and that does round. That does round to exactly what my answer was. Thank you very much. He says it's 0.00666% chance. And I believe that. That sounds right. But that is 2/3 of 1% of 1%. Oh, Fuchsia says he was making up the number. I thought you actually gave... Well, anyways. So dem0nfr0g is about to clear out the volcano. That's going to lead to him finding the power gauntlet. Maya found it there earlier. I didn't really see any other highlights in here.
No, not too much. Like a silver bracelet, some stuff like that, but not really noteworthy stuff inside volcano. Just a power bunk.
And no, Minochi, it's not breaking my rule because I'm not the one who did the math. I thought Fuchsia did the math. Don't do math while live on Twitch. It'll always betray you. Alright, so dem0nfr0g gets to go through here. This is actually going to lead to him probably being at a 2-orb advantage until Maya gets Lich down.
Yeah, but I think Maya just wants to get rid of because he's still looking for some weapons. So he chose Earth Cave, you know?
He might check some of the stuff on the way. I don't think he's going to go out of his way for treasure.
Yeah.
I think his most likely dig location now would be first floor Mirage.
Yeah, the treasure chests were close by. Maybe the validation chest at the vampire.
The other one that's interesting is you might go to what passes for Earth Cave's treasure trove. You can get a lot there. A reasonable amount there anyways, and if you're able to warp back, then it just doesn't cost you a lot of time. And that's what Maya's not doing. He fooled me.
There was another ribbon though, so in Earth Cave, but I believe he skipped it now.
So we'll pretty soon see Maya get to Lich. As far as full clearing a dungeon goes, I think Volcano is kind of one of the more mild ones. Because you can take so many of these lava tiles to reduce your encounters.
I need 36 turtle.
Okay, so we are looking at Maya digging out this Earth Cave. dem0nfr0g finished it at the 1 hour 12 minute mark, so that much longer till Maya gets there and completes it. Maya didn't complete the volcano. He'll have to go back, but he won't need to check any treasure chests when he comes back. As far as required items, Maya is in go mode. He doesn't need to find anything else to progress, but there's still things he'll certainly would want, such as Masamune. dem0nfr0g still needs the ruby. That is over in the marsh cave.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Mia
We've got
just...
Ion Lich and passed it at 118.
So he's like 6 minutes compared to dem0nfr0g skill.
Yeah, that's about the difference of completing that. Hard to judge. I mean, Maya's got the airship, so I'd call that the lead right now.
Yeah.
Especially because he's going to tear through this volcano.
Yeah, he would just basically run down and kill Carrie.
But also, dem0nfr0g has that second ribbon advantage, which, if Temple of Fiends decides to troll pretty bad, that second ribbon could be a huge difference.
Yeah, that's true. Have we seen Wall yet in the magic shop? Don't think so,
say
right?
it again?
Wall. Magic
Wall. I don't think we did.
Okay.
So the only thing left for dem0nfr0g after this is Marsh Cave. Unless somehow there was a crown locked chest he didn't get. Because he full cleared ice, he'll have full cleared volcano. He checked everywhere in the northern continent that he's able to get through with the ship. This is going to mean he has to go to Marsh from here, and that's going to feel really bad.
Yeah. Opal armor found for dem0nfr0g.
You can't equip it to a class change, but it's still very good to have.
Sync time for Carrie. Almost.
Yeah, it was pretty much a high five, but from here is where Maya starts to pull away, because having the airship done, he's going to be on to his next shrine, while dem0nfr0g still has to walk all the way over to the Marsh Cave.
Yeah, first see 6 2 for Ruby, and TNT was inside Marsh Cave, and this was one of the Ruby locked floater seats, so...
And I gotta say, I can't blame dem0nfr0g for skipping the bottom side of the Marsh Cave. How do you figure that you're still an item short once you found the TNT? I've seen it, and I'm still having a hard time believing it.
Well, it can happen.
We've clearly proven that today.
Yeah. You don't want it to happen as a runner, but for the viewers, it's quite fun.
Alright, so the high five against Carrie.
Quad
Is she low
X.
enough for Quad X?
Validated.
Yes. So dem0nfr0g actually is going to be the first to get Carrie down.
Yeah. Mia validated.
But in near
it.
sync.
Oh, he's going back in, dem0nfr0g? Probably for the first floor. Yeah.
I think there were the really out of the way ones he didn't go to.
Ah, okay.
Meanwhile, Maya is probably going to go to Lefane and get the chime.
The question is, will Mia kill some tyros for us so we are getting some stakes today?
I don't think you're going to be too interested in overworld encounters at this point. I say that, and he fights the giants. But,
yeah. But he might kill some.
The levels you get now, you're going to get a few more from Sea Shrine and Mirage Tower Sky Castle, just inherently.
Yeah. But you know, some people just kill tyros for the viewers, so I'm one of them.
Harm 2 at level 8.
Nuke level 8.
Hey, go ahead and pick a charge up. What's it gonna hurt? You'll probably never use it, but what's it hurt to have it in the bank?
Yeah. Mia is getting his chime. Luba.
Good thing you remembered to translate the slab, or else that would have been really unpleasant. Would have been perfect for the seed, though.
Yeah.
Did you turn in the bottle, Maya?
I believe he did.
I don't see Oxyale there.
We
Did I
will
just miss
see,
it?
Yeah, you missed it, because
Okay.
it's on the tracker as well.
Under the rod.
Yep. Only heal potions, Mia.
Well, if you're not full on them, it's nice to have it there.
Ooh,
That'd be
there
like-
we have all.
At level 7, not great, but better than not having it. Rub and sleep too, who cares? dem0nfr0g is trying to find one of the rivers to dock his boat at because that makes the trek to Marsh Cave a little bit slower.
Yep.
Now, worth noting, dem0nfr0g didn't lose as much time as he could have, because when Maya was searching, he had to do it without the ship. dem0nfr0g's been able to make faster movement because of the ship. Oh, Naga's firing off nuke.
Oh.
That could make for an unpleasant sea shrine.
Yep, that's a really unpleasant one. We got some Nuku action.
So dem0nfr0g is going to be able to make pretty quick progress from here, plus he already has 2 of the orbs. So make no mistake, this is still very much a race.
Yeah. And anything can happen in Temple of Fiends, so... as well.
Yeah, so let's call it 124 when Maya enters Sea Shrine.
Yeah. I think...
Call it 124 and we'll see what the difference is when dem0nfr0g goes.
I think he is like 5 minutes behind or so, around that time.
He will, however, have the advantage of an extra... Yeah, and Maya still has to do Waterfalls, so...
Ah, okay.
It might not be till Maya leaves Waterfall and dem0nfr0g leaves Sea Shrine that we really have our comparison of time.
Yeah.
But Waterfall should not take him long. Question in chat, where was the floater? It was Ruby required a trip to Sarda the Sage.
Yep. It was the confused old man, Sardia, pointing towards Edge, or confused man.
Wait, you're saying Edge had it?
Yeah, it's not Sardia, it's Edgeworth in game. He is confused. You know, he just like the Ruby.
The other thing I wonder is if dem0nfr0g will go ahead and check the locked treasures here. Because he has the Mystic Key where Maya did not when he was here. Just think if one of those is Masamune.
Yeah, that's huge.
I love dealing with possibilities.
I think he's about to get... And dem0nfr0g gets his ruby. Oh, he's raging.
So let's see, Maya got that around the 30-minute mark. So almost an hour before dem0nfr0g gets that ruby. That's not an apples to apples comparison, but just kind of setting some context on this one.
Yo, Ali Jerbrab. Yes, it was a ruby required seed. The ruby was locked. The floater was locked behind the ruby. And Triton made this mess, so...
No, the bot made this mess. I just asked for the bot to make something,
Yeah.
and it gave us a mess in response. I still blame Nora because he didn't roll the seed.
You know, Mia should roll your seed out, Triton.
Oh no, that's okay. Czar had it covered last.
I think we are both not safe anymore, Triton. By Mia.
Titan's Trove didn't have much. Here goes Maya against Lich. Not Lich, Kraken.
Kraken. Yeah. Ah, Fire 2. Not too bad.
Yep. So the biggest thing we're gonna see is probably when Maya leaves Waterfall.
Yeah.
And then we can compare that to when dem0nfr0g leaves Sea Shrine, and that's going to be our best apples-to-apples comparison. But 130-ish for clearing out water for Maya. Orb number 3 for him.
dem0nfr0g's picking up and making some circles around the confused old man.
He got his floater at 1 hour 30 minutes. Maya got to there at right at the 1 hour mark. So about 30 minutes between getting the floater.
Yeah, but basically dem0nfr0g can just go mode now everything because he has the ribbons he needs.
That's
if he
true.
wants.
Maya's still also in go mode and he has the one ribbon. It's not as nice.
But it's certainly doable for both. Oh no, Mia has nothing. Not? He has everything on his tracker. Oh, the cube, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he's picking it up now.
Yeah.
So that's still within my definition of go mode because he just has to go. He doesn't have to search for the cube.
Yeah.
That's basically the difference for me, is what are you required to search for? And when it's no longer required to search for anything, I consider that go mode, personally. They do still have the defense sword, but as far as late game weapons go, that's not necessarily what you'd want.
I think the defense sword is fine. They have temper as well, you know?
That's true, but you can only cast so many of those.
Yeah, but temper was level 2, so...
I'd be a little concerned about a shortage of fast spells. Because, I mean, you definitely want 3.
Yeah. No katana yet, will Cleo?
Yeah, so if you start doing a little bit of odds on this, there's 2 katanas we haven't seen, which would help Maya out. The Excalibur, which would help either one. We've not seen the Adamant. And we've not seen Masamune or Vorpal. So 5 weapon sightings that we don't have, and we've cleared over half the game.
Mia is in official go mode. He just got the cube.
132 for Maya to get the robot item. By contrast, dem0nfr0g was there at 57 minutes.
Yeah.
But now dem0nfr0g has his tail. So now Maya is a dungeon ahead, but both runners basically hit go mode at the same time.
Mia checking the oasis for some cabins.
Not the best place to go because you can only buy one. Buy 10 is not enabled for Oasis.
Yeah. Imagine that the only place where you can buy heal potions, Triton. You have fun buying 99 of them.
That's one of the earliest things I did in the game. The other thing that is worthy of remembering is that dem0nfr0g still has to actually go get the chime.
Yeah, and also heal 3, level 7. For Mia.
I guess since we have everything now, let's go ahead and do the full rundown. So our merchant item was the tail today. The king gave us the slab, the princess the canoe, the pirates handed over the bottle, the ice cave held the crown. The loot was found in Castle Ordeals. We got the rod from the Circle of Sages. Sarda had the floater, and the robot gave us the cube.
Yeah. And I think Mia is skipping chest now?
Yeah, he skipped the first floor.
Yeah, he's skipping the...
I mean, the thing of this seed is... It's easy to feel behind because of how long it's taken you to get everything.
Ooh, Blaze! Cerebus with Blaze.
You gotta be careful about thinking or trying to outthink your opponent, what they would have done, what they would have not done. But this was not gonna be an easy one for anyone to clear out everything. The only thing you could have done for both runners was full clear the dungeon you were in.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's doable with Vamper/Power Bonk.
Well, remember we had two runners had to go to Chaos last night with just the ice sword.
To be honest, one time I will pull it off for you, Triton. I will just go with a sword just for you to Chaos. If the seeds allows me, I will do it for you.
I mean, as long as you can stay alive, you can give enough stats boost to a knight for any sword.
Hell, we even had someone with a silver hammer, I believe, at Chaos at some point.
Yeah, you can always get enough power gauntlets off to make it viable, but it's a question of can you survive long enough to do it. But yeah, the defense sword I think is high-end enough, just not high-end ideal. How's that for a new way of putting it?
Yeah, Alija, temper is level 2. Oh, Mia is checking the last floor of Sky Tower. A silver chest.
These are common go mode chests because it's so easy to check, and if you check these ones that are on the way, it really improves the odds that you'll find things like ribbons or better weapons. Just because you put odds on your side, the more you do it. So you don't want to invest a lot of time in it, but when you can, it helps a lot.
And we're eating some nachos!
Yeah. So Maya's about to go 2 dungeons ahead of dem0nfr0g, which is a definite advantage, but then what will Temple of Fiends do to the runners today? It actually feels like we haven't seen as many unrunnable encounters as the vanilla game, which suggests that Temple of Fiends could be really unpleasant.
Bless RNG for Warmac. I'm probably too late saying this, but we need a Warmac.
We're on the bridge. I think they actually had Warmac in the 9 AM race today.
No Warmac for me,
He's not to the end yet. Okay, now he is. Maybe you're slightly ahead of me.
Oh, then you need to refresh.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah, I just refreshed it, so. Poison.
Well, you just can't tell who has a ribbon at all, can you?
dem0nfr0g picking up his chime.
That's at 1:38, which ends up being 15 minutes behind when Maya got it.
Quad X. Nice. Points to Mia for using Quad X skill.
Yeah, one of the things that there's a low range of the randomization on these Swiss flags versus, say, what we saw in the last tournament. The result of that is, you know that statistically, by the time you've done even 100 damage, Quad X is in play the majority of the time. When you've done 200-300 damage, it's almost a certainty that Quad X will work against these early fiends.
Yeah. To be honest, I would have liked to see some Breck hype, you know? Best spell.
Alright, so we're about to get our Topher entry for Maya.
Does he have any softs? I haven't seen him buying them, so...
I'd snag 10 while I'm here if I were him.
Yep.
And will he check these two right here to see if there's a better weapon available?
Don't think so, because he is placing his healing potions in the correct spot. If it is like a cabin or a tents, then his healing potions will be not in a good spot anymore.
So 1 hour 40 minutes for Maya to get in to Temple of Fiends Revisited. Level 20, so for as much time as invested in this seed, Maya really didn't get the levels reflecting it.
Yeah.
Just an interesting note. It took that long to get all the items, but for as much time as you put in, you'd really like to have seen like 4 or 5 more levels.
Yeah, and gas these with glare as well.
Their elemental weakness is actually to ice, by the way. He doesn't have ice 3, but he does have black shirt, I think.
Yeah, he picked up. Ooh, vanilla gas these with poison.
No, that was
the
status
one.
poison.
Yeah.
There's usually the damage poison. dem0nfr0g working through the Mirage Tower, Maya working through Temple of Fiends Revisited, and how long is it going to take dem0nfr0g to pick up these 2 orbs? Can he do it before Maya is able to even finish a run through Temple of Fiends?
Is Maya getting a few levels before going further in? Seems like it.
That'd usually be something you'd do on the very first floor, but wouldn't be a terrible play. Especially if it's means to an end. If you have just a level or 2 away from an extra swing of the weapon, that is something that'd be very valuable.
Yeah, and I believe the worm encounters are pretty good experience, so just a bit beefy.
Yeah, they're a little unpleasant today, but they are certainly worth the experience. So, dem0nfr0g is seeing the one encounter I mentioned that is not shuffled with the unrunnables. This one with the Wiz Sahags and Red Sahags is always going to be unrunnable. And that just has to do with overlap with the boss fights. So to keep all the bosses unrunnable, these had to be unrunnable too.
Imagine Kraken 2 runnable. Aye, goodbye.
I think they've said it's actually the Pirates is the overlap on that one.
Ah.
Question in chat, are the Iron Golems unrunnable too? In the vanilla they are, in this they could be.
We haven't seen them yet, Ali, yeah.
It's a rare chance and it's only on the air floor.
We are not sure what's up with dem0nfr0g.
I wonder if he's consulting a map.
Yeah. Mia
I don't know what he's looking for.
having some fun.
I guess he's just decided he'd rather get Earth floor encounters.
Yeah.
This is probably the one he was thinking of.
They always go in a large pack, those Medusas.
It probably has much more experience as the worms. Better use of AoE spells.
Yeah, but the green
and maybe less
Medusas...
risk.
Yeah, and the green Medusas are weak to Lightning 3 as well, and they tend to low HP, you know, compared to the worms.
It looks like dem0nfr0g is doing more chest searching here in Sea Shrine. That's going to make it take longer, but I actually like it. If you feel like you're behind, go try and find a weapon that your opponent didn't get. Just something that can break it open for you.
Yeah.
Going at the same levels to the same place to somebody who's ahead of you, there's no way for that to work out. But finding Mass Immune, there's a way for that to work out.
Oh, thanks for you, sir, for noting that into the chat.
Okay, I did not know that one, and I guess it just doesn't come up often because they're so rare. They're like I think they're, I'm not even going to guess what their odds are, but they're a low percentage chance and only on the air floor.
Yeah.
So of course I got them the very first time I played the game. and right on the tile before the staircase, so I just thought that was a trap tile fight. I don't even know how long it took me to realize otherwise.
Mia's still grinding a bit. Well, I guess he could be looking for a couple of more fast charges as well.
That could make a difference. Like I said, 3 is the minimum, but you're not going to be unhappy if you have 5.
Yeah, slash heal 3 wall from the white mage. Because he only has 1 ribbon.
Yeah, more hit points, more magic defense. There's a lot of benefits to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Maya doesn't know he's in the lead here. And he doesn't know how significant this lead is. So he could even be thinking that he's behind here because of how long it took to find things.
Yeah. Always good to see fate on a night.
146 for dem0nfr0g to finish off the Sea Shrine. That is 16 minutes behind when Maya did. I forgot to write down when Maya finished the finished with Tiamat though, so I don't know the comparison.
Like 10 minutes ago or so, I think. Because he has been grinding for a bit already.
We went into Topher at 140. He did some shopping before that, so 138 is the latest he could have done it.
Yeah, I would say minus 10 minutes or so, close to that.
We'll call it about 137. This doesn't have to be exact. There's no official scoring or anything that goes into this. It's just for interest sake of trends for the runners.
Oh, dem0nfr0g is checking the first floor Mirage Tower.
Yeah, I can't fault him for that because these are so easy to check, but I really think this has got to about be the limit for him. Even wanting a better weapon, sometimes you just have to write it off and go.
Bro, we got a bridge! Well, it seems Mia has enough, and he is making a go.
Well, we have managed to find every NPC incentive item in this one.
Yeah. And Cerebus with Blaze. dem0nfr0g is finding out.
While he approaches the Phantom, let's take a moment and mention that we're not far away from the next matchup. At this rate, we might be able to host it, but Falconic versus Zarbi is coming up at 3:30. At 6 o'clock tonight, we've got Minochi in battle with I Am Schwartz. Then at 9 o'clock, also on Randomania, Green Cleric versus Magius. Also on Randomania, at 10 o'clock is Forzando versus Drombordist.
Yeah.
And then I think there's another one at 10:30, but I didn't write that one down on my list, so...
You should roll out the sheet for all three of them, Triton.
I think I'm going to stop staring at a computer screen for a while after this one.
Yeah, just come back from your AFK-ness just to roll out the sheet.
Validation chests don't give us much. That is kind of amazing, though, what we didn't see when you consider there were at least 5 better options out there. The Vorpal, the 2 Katanas, the Excalibur, and the Masamune. We checked a lot of treasure chests in these seeds and didn't find one of those 5. This is... I mean, I'd call this a 1 in a million seed, but I think that understates it. The idea you wouldn't find one of those 5, plus be Ruby required, it just starts to get crazy.
It has to be in Mermaid, floor, or the first floor of Sky Tower. Second floor, I mean. You know? For those weapons.
Yeah, and there has to be multiple ones in both of those locations, almost. I mean, there's just not enough places for them to be distributed to. Not when we full cleared Earth, Marsh, Volcano, Ice, the Keylocked treasures. It's not like there's a whole nother dungeon sitting out there we didn't explore. We've been in every dungeon in this seed.
Yeah. Well, get your prayers, bless RNG for Warmag soon ready into chat, because we wanna see a Warmag.
I'm not even sure there's enough places in Mermaid to hide everything we don't have. Because we never found the white shirt either, did we?
Nope. Come on, root for some Warmag hype, Triton. It's for sure.
If Maya wiped or exited, I actually didn't look because I was looking at a recap thing real fast.
Oh, I haven't seen because I was paying attention to dem0nfr0g.
He's got a lot of hit points on the night, so I think he at least exited after the grind and saved.
Yeah.
In chat confirming he did an exit save, so that makes sense. Last chance for Warmag hype.
Come on, give us some Warmag.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
I would just like to say for the record, I said it was the last chance. Shy was the one who actually rooted for it.
I rooted for...
I did not wish to inflict this on any runner. That was...
It's runnable. And he is killing it, so...
That doesn't mean he might have to run away. I don't really like the Quad X here. Warmag has too much HP to be trying that round 1.
Oh, Cure 4 on Warmag.
That's actually really good information. That means it's not going to be in the pool for any of the fiends, especially for Chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos with Cure 4 is very not nice.
But we haven't seen...
That's the other interesting thing about finding Warmag is when you see him do 1 or 2 things, it starts to give you more information on Temple of Fiends.
Yep. Well, to be honest, I would rather have. It's good that Warmack had a cure for, but one nuke would have been good as well, you know, on Warmack. To have that one nuke out, I mean, from the Fiends.
Anytime you're not fighting him is when you're hoping he had all kinds of trolly stuff. 2 nukes, 4 nuclears, etc.
Yeah.
Alright, here goes dem0nfr0g. Question chat, what would you prefer on Chaos, Cure 4 or Nuke? I'd much rather he have Cure 4.
Cure 4, for sure.
Yeah, Cure 4 doesn't kill you.
Nuke does.
Apparently Zap kills you, though.
Oh. Yeah.
At least Maya's party. Fate'll get the job done here, but it kind of feels bad to use up all the spell charges on just Lich.
Yep. Yeah, you should just have done the harm tree, because Lich doesn't hurt that much.
Well, you don't know if Lich hurts. You just know he doesn't have energy.
Most of the time he doesn't, Triton. Because he dies in like 2 turns.
Yeah, the trouble is when he gets to that 3rd or 4th turn and then he fires off Swirl.
Yeah, or Tornado. Or Blaze. Or Poison like Tiamat.
Alright, so we're still waiting on dem0nfr0g to get through this one. Now, this is the time where you want to use Quad Axe. It's early against Warmack wasn't going to work, but here against Tiamat, he was low enough it could have.
Yeah.
155 for f0g to get past Warmack. That's about 18 minutes behind when Maya got his last orb.
Ice 2 from carry, not too bad. That's what you want to see. Oh, Fire 3, high rolls.
Casting Fire 3 on carry feels bad, man.
Yeah.
Good hit from the knight, though.
I believe Mia had Wizard Staff as well. You should just try to confuse carry.
I like the Quad
carry
X.
down.
I like the Quad X cast there. Once you've done 500 damage, Quad X would have taken her out if it had gotten that far. You didn't need another damage spell. One of these things I don't know, but probably should, is what the maximum possible HP for these fiends are based on the stats. But these early ones, they're just not that high, so I think once you've done 300 damage, Quad X is probably going to work.
Yeah. And now Mia is at the Kraken floor. It's the most dangerous floor of all of them.
A 156 entry into Topher for f0g, that's about 16 minutes behind Maya.
But Maya made quick work of the water floor.
Comment in chat that their hit points depends on the level of randomization. That's absolutely true, but you could work out the maximum based on knowing their vanilla HP, and I've never bothered to memorize their vanilla HP. I'm saying that's where I think there'd be an advantage in knowing that, to know when Quad X would work.
Yeah. Oh, nuclear, first turn,
Good thing you got the wall up first.
Yeah. Oh, only one cast of heal 3 for Mia.
And you really want to save that for Chaos. It'd feel horrible to burn it off sooner.
Wow. His white mage just got wrecked, slapped.
I don't think that's a problem because I'm pretty sure the knight has life for life too.
Ninja
You just
down.
have to get through the fight first.
And one thing I would like to point out, Kraken 2 always likes to slap white wizards. Always.
This is true.
Chat can confirm.
Did Maya not learn life on the knight?
Don't think so.
That could be a big deal.
Yeah. But he can still make it if Tiamat 2 is not that hard.
So he's got Knight and Black Mage. Oh, now he knows how I felt the other day.
Yeah. Well, he should be fine.
The Black Mage is pretty protected.
Yeah.
Now you're just really hoping that Tiamat doesn't fire off AoE.
Yeah. And that's not too bad.
It's enough to make you feel it, though.
Yeah, but he can deal with this.
Chat's saying that the knight could not learn.
Okay.
So that would make a difference.
I think Mia will have this with Tiamat 2. He had like...
Good damage. Yeah, cast the Quad X. It should work.
He has this.
Doesn't even get that far.
He has this. Unless he gets ambushed by a group of vampires.
Why do you have to bring that memory up for me? Why?
Because, yeah, it always happens. Or that.
There's the worms.
But he's running. He can deal with that.
Not many heal potions left, but you also don't need that many as long as you don't get another encounter.
He's safe. Nothing happened.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, he has Roos as well. I think Mia have a really good chance. Good try because of Roos.
Yeah, I think the biggest concern here is no healing.
Yeah. Oh, Bane is good. Doesn't affect that much because of the ribbon.
Yeah, we also want to kind of keep track of this spell list to get an idea. Swirl's an ability.
Ooh. The Black Mage is a PogChamp though, he's still alive. Ooh, he rolled some defense. Triton, Chaos.
Well, Black Mage is doing his job feeding those tempers in, but that was the last one.
550, around that. 750. He
That's
has
what you roost for. Get the melee defense up until 112 damage from Chaos.
Hold A to win, exactly like Fuyusa is saying. That's a nice crit.
He's not done much that's unpleasant so far.
Ooh, nice crit again.
I think we're over the 1k mark, not quite. Probably around 1500.
Yeah, it's getting close. Unless he rolled at max HP. I believe that's 3000, but Mia got this.
GG to Maya, first place with a time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, 56 seconds.
GG Maya.
I imagine he let out a huge sigh of relief when this one was over.
Yeah.
You had to wonder, at 2 hours, what was going on.
Yeah.
And
But
for
dem0nfr0g, it's going well though, he made quite a lot of time up. And he is doing well. in Temple of Fiends.
Yeah, and because he's only got the 3 people, they should be a little bit higher and hopefully okay to clear this out. He's also got the extra ribbon that Maya didn't have, so he might be able to keep all 3 people alive where Maya was not able to.
Yeah.
Didn't break the 1,000,000 damage mark.
Ooh, the red wizard down. Oh, Kerry with a nuke.
Well,
and that's a reset.
Yep. So that's why there's a lot of logic in killing those early fiends as fast as possible. It's a little harder to kill Tiamat 2 and Kraken 2 quickly, but usually the hit points for Carry and Lich are not that high, so if you just go all out, you're able to kill them pretty quick, and it keeps them from doing stuff like that to you.
Yeah.
Kind of the old adage that good defense is best off.
Yeah, sometimes you just
Something
have
like
to YOLO with like Fade, Nuke, and then do slash pray.
Best defense is a good offense. That's what I'm trying to say there.
But that ruse on the night saved Mia on Chaos, I'm pretty sure. And all those tempers from the Black Mage.
Maya! So, how about this nice pleasant walk in the park seed?
GG, Maya.
Well, sometimes it takes a moment for things to work. But you stream without your microphone on, so sometimes it's not quite set up right when you come to do the interview and you gotta go fix it.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah. Oh, he left. I guess he's restarting Discord.
Very possible. But we'll hope to get a few words from him here momentarily. I guess while he's doing that, I'll hype up some other matches. In about 20 minutes is Falconic versus Zarby. Of course, if you want to keep up with the schedule, you can join us on the Discord or visit the tournament website. For Randomania, we've got a triple header ahead tonight with I Am the Schwartz versus Minochi, Green Cleric versus Magius at 9, Sforzano versus Drumbordus at 10. So a lot of hype for this round 1 of the Swiss still ahead.
Yeah. Hello,
Testing.
Maya.
Hey, how you guys doing?
So how about that
Maya.
pleasant walk in the park seed?
What on earth was that?
It was Ruby required, of course.
I'm just gonna say, Maya. Triton said no Ruby locked floater. I rooted for the Ruby locked floater, so that's on me.
So this is your fault. Thanks.
Yep. So, and I 100% expected some seeds from your back in my next week match, so I'll take it.
Yep. I'm gonna roll you something very special, Shy. Thanks
Yeah,
for that.
I know.
This was awesome.
But do it for Triton as well, you know, because he was with me in this mess, so.
Alright, so Maya, I guess the first play we need to talk about is Ice Cave, where you made the decision not to full clear it.
Yeah, you know, going back, that was an enormous mistake, to be completely honest. As soon as I saw the crown, I probably should have stuck around and tried to do it again. But there was an earlier mistake that made Ice Cave really unpleasant at that point, and that was that I didn't bring any heal potions with me. And so I I was not really comfortable there, especially with the I think it was Wraiths or somebody had something terrible, and so I really felt like I was pressing my luck being there anyway. And so I made the decision, well, let's be completely honest, I wasn't thinking, and I probably should have stayed, but I saw the crown and I was like, ooh, let's go cash this in. Luckily, I was able to recover after double diving all sorts of fun things, so.
Yeah, this was one-of-a-kind seeds, to be honest.
Yeah, we're talking about this. Not only that the distribution happens the way it does so that Ruby is required, but the idea you don't find a katana, a Masamune, an Excalibur. The odds on this one had to be crazy.
Yeah, my poor ninja was using the dragon sword or something like that until I just decided to equip the great axe just because I thought it would be fun.
Then we saw you do some leveling up in Temple of Fiends before you actually made your dive.
I do that with black mages or black wizards, because black wizards are by far my least favorite of the 6 characters to have forced in these flags, just because they're made of tissue paper, and I'm always concerned that I'm gonna find whoever has nuke down here in Temple of Fiends Revisited, and it's gonna take away half of my offensive firepower with one shot. So I like
that would
be
Carrie, by the way. dem0nfr0g just saw that a couple minutes ago. He's on his second dive.
Well, to be honest, your black mage was a pop champ this round at Chaos. He survived it until he did his job. So
yeah, special thanks to Kraken, who found my white mage again. She always seems to find the person that has life on them, and hits them for 500 damage. So happened again.
Yeah, I have said that after it happened. Just pointing out. I have said that after Kraken slapped your white mage, I said that's just Kraken 2 things, slapping white wizards. So I didn't curse you there.
So this, of course, means you get to go with all the 1-0 winners, Maya. How excited are you for that?
Well, I'm hoping that all the practice that I did with these flags actually works for this next time, because everything went out the window with this one.
This threw away everything you thought you knew about routing, didn't it?
Pretty much. I made some very lucky calls again. After I ran by Elfland to go defeat Astos, I thought, you know what? I'm here. I might as well go dive Marsh. And that really gave me a real clue as to what was happening here, because with the TNT and the Ruby both sitting in Marsh, I figured, okay, the ship has to be hiding somewhere. In that, it's got to be in here. So that's when I, cleared Marsh out, and then full cleared Volcano. Again, underleveled. Probably shouldn't have. I don't think I brought any heal potions there. Now that I think about it as well. So to be completely honest, I'm very lucky to have won this. There's a lot that could have gone wrong, and so I made some less than intelligent decisions down the stretch. But I'm GG to dem0nfr0g. I don't know what kind of race he had.
Well, he just got by Kraken, who had nuclear play. It was a very interesting difference because he found the ship on his first trip through Ice Cave. So he eventually got over to Marsh Cave to get TNT, but if you recall, TNT was on the north side. You had to go to the south side to find the Ruby. So he went off into the world. He did ordeals. He did Onrak. He did the waterfall. He walked all the way to the oasis to look for the vendor item, which made perfect sense at the time.
Oh, what a shame. Yeah, and you needed Ruby the entire time. That's, it's just dumb luck that I went to Marsh first. I didn't have any of those 3 required items yet. I don't know. These seeds are not in any way, shape, or form, cut and dry. There's been a lot of back and forth about the Swiss flags being, pretty simple. But I'm seeing more and more now that I'm watching some of these races that is not at all the case.
Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit of a different distribution as dem0nfr0g is here against Tiamat.
Yeah, this was just one-of-a-kind seeds, that you can actually have seeds like this, Mia. And it just happened today when Triton and Mia are on commentary, so...
So, your first orb restored I have down as being the Earth Orb at 1 hour, 18 minutes, as we've seen enough seeds finish before there.
Yeah.
What was even going through your mind at that point?
Oh, I felt like I was behind, which is why I sort of stopped checking chests. There were probably some chests I could have looked at in the Earth Cave, but after I had pretty much full cleared Volcano and Ice and Marsh and kind of run back and forth a couple of times. I felt like I was behind, and so I said, "Oh, okay, I've got the defense sword and my ninja's gonna wear whatever I've got, some pretty colored sword I'm not used to looking at."
Really, the only equipment difference ended up being that dem0nfr0g found a second ribbon in an Earth Cave. I mean, the other treasures, they either had to be in Sea Shrine or somewhere in Sky Castle.
Yeah. Well, dem0nfr0g is getting ready for Chaos. Let's see how it goes.
Seemed like Chaos' start was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was Bane for Mia.
And with the 2 Invis 2s and a defense sword getting off already, in great shape as far as melee damage goes.
Yeah, but he only has 1 temper charge left on the Red Wizard, compared to Mia.
Though.
Yeah. But Mia had like a temper and power gauntlet.
I think Swirl is hiding here, which is a little bit scary. I don't think he had much past that I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of becomes a question of how many turns it'll take, but he's also going to be able to get a couple fades off.
Yeah, after Ice 2 it was, I believe. But he just started to hit him.
Yeah, I went to go grind the Grey Medusas, or Green Medusas, or whatever they are, because I like to grind Gas Dragons, but they were not cooperating at all. And so the Medusas are kind of my backup.
Yeah.
They never like to cooperate. Going for the more power gauntlets after not getting enough damage. Wait, you have to use Fire 3 because that's your best play.
Quadix.
Why not? You got nothing to lose.
Yep, that's true. Even Bane Sword would be helpful.
Did we find Bane's sword?
Nope.
I didn't think so.
Oh, Bane. Rip Red Wizard.
Chaos does have a lot of hit points, though. I remember that pretty distinctly. I had to go through several swings in order to bring him down.
Around 2.1k, I believe. But you had some nice crits though from the defense sword.
Our fine tracker saying it was about 24,000 damage to kill Chaos last time.
But dem0nfr0g is doing well.
Yes, we've seen Bane enough times. It looks like that is no spell list, it's just the Bane. And gotta be getting close.
A crit on the fighter. But GG to dem0nfr0g.
2 hours, 17 minutes, and 43 seconds. Very nice, very respectable effort for dem0nfr0g. I mean, 14 minutes apart, basically, and that just really doesn't tell the story. That this was very neck and neck. If routing had gone just a little bit differently for either runner, this could have gone the other way easily.
Yeah. For example, if dem0nfr0g went to the lower march.
Just popping in to say 2,400. If Chaos had 24,000, I'd be terrified.
Yeah, 24,000 would be pretty scary.
Yeah.
That would be one of Czar seeds that he plays in the middle of the night if it was 24,000.
Yeah, sounds right. 137 of 241, so dem0nfr0g opened over half the chests in this one.
By the way, Mia, did you drink any bourbon yet? Because you made a double dip inside Ice Cave. You know, I had to ask.
I am going to enjoy a cold beverage after this is over. I think both dem0nfr0g and I have earned it. Hold on, I see he's there. I'm going to drag him down into the commentary room.
Yeah.
I theorized that when you finally found the ship, you probably let out a trademark Maya laugh.
GG, dem0nfr0g.
Oh, thank you.
What a seed!
Yeah, ship, canal, ruby required.
Yeah.
GG, dem0nfr0g. I hope that we don't ever have to do a seed like this again for the rest of the Swiss rounds. I hope this was our one, right?
This should have been the next challenge seed.
Right?
Hey, nobody would recognize the code.
Triton, let's do a secret plan later. We will discuss it. We need to have Mia suffer.
Thank you. We've suffered enough. We don't need to suffer anymore.
So, Demon, was this actually your first official race?
Yeah, I've done one practice race with other people, but it wasn't anything, you know, official for any win or loss records. Yeah, this was actually my first, like, legitimate it counts race.
And, I mean, it was a terrific effort, especially considering that. How long have you been doing the randomizer?
A couple weeks, 3-4 weeks maybe. I've been starting to practice.
Shai, I think we should be scared.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was in Waterfall, and I said, all right, it has to be here. Got that, I'm looking at my tracker, I'm like, oh man, did I forget to talk to Bick? I almost went back to Provoca to make sure I talked to the pirate.
Well, I couldn't fault a single play you made at the time. Checking for the vendor item first just made absolute sense. And I don't even think at that point we yet knew that it was a ruby required seed. I don't think Maya had been there yet.
Yeah, the trolliest bit of all was putting the TNT in the top bit, so you get that and go, peace out.
And honestly, what might have been the biggest difference in this whole seed is that Ruby being in the bottom. Maya didn't have the ship. He didn't get that out of Ice Cave earlier. So because he was still looking for ship, he found the Ruby.
Ah.
Yep.
Well, then I'll ask if either of you have any final thoughts.
It's becoming increasingly clear to me that I'm happy I beat dem0nfr0g now, because if this is really only your second race of this, watch out, everybody else. Somebody's about to have a real time on their hands in an 0-1 race. So, GG dem0nfr0g, congratulations to you.
Yeah, congratulations to
Thank
both
you.
of you.
Yeah, I saw that I was going up against against ichbin. I'm like, I'm just started. I'm going against one of the developers. This isn't fair.
Oh, no, I'm not a developer. Trust me, I couldn't develop my way out of a paper bag.
Paper bag.
All right, well, it was a terrific show. I don't know what we're hosting from here. Nora hasn't told me.
Looks like up on the screen, it looks like on Randomania at 5 o'clock Eastern, they're going to have a Super Mario Land 2 Randomizer League. You gotta love the Randomizer Leagues. Go SML2. And then Randomania 2 at 6 o'clock. We've got another Swiss round coming up at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's going to be Minochi versus Sam Schwartz. That should be an exciting event, and hope everybody will join us for that. So Nora says we're going to go over to Ryu from here. So everybody send your best wishes there. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope everybody had a fun watching this one, and have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, same. Like Triton said. Thanks for being my co-commentary, Triton.